Most traders think they are losing because of strategy, but honestly, it is deeper than that. Today is the 15th of our challenge, gradually growing a $100 account to a $1,000 account using Forex based trading. So in today's trade, I will be taking a trade on AUD 12 and CAD 12, as you can see, right? So when I started this challenge, I was not taking this much lot size, right? As you can see that now I have the power, or I have the ability to add more lot size, because now I have more power. So my balance is my power, right? So now, as you can see that the trade is running, right? So this is I've recorded the video actually, and you'll be seeing the results later in this video. But there's something I really want you to understand, right? Because most people don't get it. Because trading, I keep saying that trading isn't what you think about, right? Most traders, right? Okay, let me start with this, right? Most traders think they are losing because of strategy, like because the strategy they are using is not okay, is not profitable. But that is not the case, right? That is not the case. It is deeper than that. Okay, let me just tell you, right? As a Christian, right? Yes, I'm a Christian. I have realized that trading, right? Trading is spiritual. So because every time I take a trade, there are two things that I'm choosing, right? I'm choosing the two things anytime I place a trade, or anytime I am about to take a trade. I am choosing between two things. So I'm choosing between patient and impatient. I'm choosing between to be disciplined or to be impulsive. Okay, and I'm also choosing between to be fearful, and of course the opposite of it will be faith, right? So I'm choosing between these every time I am about to take a trade, or I am on a trade. Just think about it, right? Okay, let me just ask you a question. So how many of you, all right, how many of you or have taken a trade, or how many times have you taken a trade too early, like you have entered a trade too early, or you have closed a trade too fast, or you even over trade just to make more money, right? I believe majority of us in this industry, I've done that. Even me particularly, right? When I started out, I have done this many times. I've over traded. Even with pest trading, I have taken a lot of trades, right? And you can guess the result. I blew my account, even though the strategy was good, but then I ignored some of the important factors, right, that will contribute to my success, right? So that is not market. It is not market fault that I lose. It is because of my indiscipline. It is because of my greediness to take a lot of trade to make more profit, but in the end it will result into its disaster. Now the Bible talks about waiting, right? The Bible talks about waiting. It says those that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength, right? It talks about trading, and that waiting on the Lord is equivalent to self-control, right? And that is what trading needs. You need to be self-control. You need to have this the character of self-control, to be able to control yourself when you're on the chart, when you're about to take a trade, when you are on a trade, right? You need to have self-control, right? So sometimes the best trade, right, is no trade. I know some people will say, how can you say the best trade is no trade? Because we are not making money. If we are not taking trade, we are not making money. But that is not the point. The point is patient, right? The point is patient. What you are not saying in that statement is patient. So if you don't take a trade and you wait for the right trade, you will reap, right? You will reap the profit in the later trade or in the later time. That is why patience is important. So let me give you an analogy, right? So trading is like farming. You know farming, right? So you plant, right? Whatever um, plant you want to plant, right? Let's say maize, you plant it. Are you expecting to reap maize in that same day that you plant it? No, right? So you plant maize, you wait for it, you don't rush to harvest it, right? But many of us, right? Many of us traders or many traders, they are rushing, right? And rushing ruin the process of learning, the process of letting the trade to mature. There are so many things that impatience will cause you. There are so many things impatience will cause you, my dear brother and my dear sister. I know there are a lot of ladies listening to me, even though, yes, even though I've not met them or spoken to them, but you can hear me, right? Patience, I cannot overemphasize the importance of patience in trading, right? We were when we were in $100, there was a time I closed a trade at $13. I was not feeling bad, right? I was not feeling bad because I know that with time I'm going to grow this account. With time, it doesn't really matter if I am making $1 today or I'm making $2 tomorrow, but I know definitely that with time I will, or this account will grow, and I can add more lot size, and I can take more trade, and I can make more profit. But then I was waiting. Those were the waiting period. Now the account is we made over 500% of our account. Is this result not remarkable, guys? It is as a result of patience, it's as a result of self-control, it's as a result of discipline. It is so much, guys. It is so much. Trading is not what you think, right? So I have learned the hard way, right? That's why I have earned the right, so to say, I've earned the right to talk, to speak to you guys about pest trading or forex pest trading. There are so much things that I know which you don't know, and right, there are so many things which I did which I shouldn't have done, right? And one of them is impatient, um not being disciplined, right? So God you need to understand that God is not just growing your account. God is not just interested in growing your account. So trading is spiritual, life is spiritual. So if you're in trading, you need to understand that whatever that you find yourself in doing, God is involved, right? There are so many times that God speak to me from trading, use the language of trading to speak to me, so I understand, right? You need to understand that God is not only interested in just your account, your finances to be growing, your balance, your equity to be growing. is interested in growing your character, because he knows that once your character is grown, like you are grown in your spirit, there's nothing you cannot do. There's no limit that there's no limit in your path. You need to understand that. So the next time you are trading, you are going to make sure you ask yourself this question, right? So the next time you want to place a buy or a sell, you need to ask yourself one question. Am I trading out of fear, or I am trading in faith? Am I trading out of fear, or I am trading in faith? So you must make sure that you have the gift of the Spirit. And one of the gifts of the Spirit, the Bible says, is patient, right? The fruit of the Spirit, rather. The fruit of the Spirit is patient. So you must be patient. You must be disciplined. And these are the artwork of faith, right? The outworking of faith is the outworking of the Spirit, right? So if you are trading out of fear, you need to stop. But make sure that you trade in line with the Spirit of God. You trade in faith, because in faith there is no fear. So, right? In faith there is no fear. So trading is not just about making money, right? It's not just about you making money or managing money. It's about managing your heart. God is interested in you. God is interested in your prosperity. The Bible says, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. God is interested in your finance. So if you are listening to me, all my students across the world, wherever you are listening to me, God is interested in your finance. It doesn't matter where you are, the stage you are at right now, God is interested in your finance. Make sure that you are learning. I keep saying it. If you are not making money now as a trader, make sure you are learning every day. Make sure you want to get better, right? You are striving to get better. What is it? What are the things that you need to know? What are the things that you have been hearing, right? That are good, that are edible, that are profitable. It's not just about the strategy alone, right? It's not about the strategy. I will tell you the truth, because many of you will think it's just about the cost. It's not about the cost, right? Because if you are profitable, it's one of the is more than money to me, right? It's more than money to me. So make sure that you are learning. Make sure, even though you are not earning now, make sure you are learning. Make sure you are improving yourself every day, and before you know it, you will see yourself in that place that you want to be, because God is not going to leave you. He's not going to forsake you. He's going to take you to that expected end. So I'll be closing the trade anytime from now. I just decided to share with you some of my thoughts, some of the things which are beneficial, right? That will help you in the long run, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe, and I will be talking to you next time, maybe tomorrow. If I see a trade, I will be taking trade and I'll be talking to you tomorrow. And if you want to learn more about this method of trading, you can always reach out to me. Alright, until then, bye.